Good stuff. Welcome everyone, and thanks for joining me for another Master Lok style class. Let's take right hand in fist, please. Left hand straight, pulling back the thumb, feet together, hands together, and let's press forwards. Lovely. And release, relax down. So we're just going to do a very quick wee warm up just to get the blood pumping and the energy flowing. So let's do our little bounce and swinging the arms in and out. And breathe. Very good. Let your chest expand, open. Good. All right, let's go for a walk, swinging the arms forwards and back, turning in the waist. Let's see from the side. Breathe. Good. Good, and now over to the side, opening the foot, and then bringing it in again. Just checking in with your body. How do you feel? Are you awake? Do you feel refreshed after your sleep? Are you still a bit tired? There's no right or wrong answer. We really polarize in this life. We go, this is good, this is bad. It's all good, it's all fine. Just work with what you've got. Dolphin slap, please. Up and down with a wee bounce. Breathe. We're using a mechanism we call ting in Tai Chi. It means to listen. We're listening to our bodies with our awareness. And whatever is going on, that's okay. That's reality of the situation today. So don't start fighting it and getting upset if things aren't moving quite as nicely as they normally do. But instead, see if you can adapt and work with it. Go with the flow of your own body. Very good. And let's calm it down. Good. And let's march it out. Very good. So you've maybe heard this concept that pain may be inevitable in life, but suffering is optional. And that's this idea that if you just accept what's going on, then you can work towards helping improve. But if you're going, no, that's not happening, that's not right, that's not, you're creating resistance. And what we resist persists. So it's easier and better for the system to go with the flow. Just, okay, this is what I'm working with today. It might not be what I expected, but this is what we've got. All right, so we're going to do a wee march, lifting the knees, and we're going to pat the side that we're lifting. Do you remember this one? Bit of an aerobic workout. Patting the side that you're lifting. Good. Okay, and we're going to continue with that, but we're now bringing it down to the hip on the side that you're lifting. Crossing the center line, which is unusual in Tai Chi, but this is to get the two hemispheres of your brain to work together. You can set the pace for yourself if you want to go a wee bit slower. Good, and now lifting and touching the knee with the opposite hand. Good, and now down to the ankle. Opposites. Keep breathing. Nearly there. And now behind. And you might not be able to touch, but point with your opposite hand to foot. Oh, I managed to touch there. Good. Doesn't matter if you can't, just point. Good. We get the idea? So let's do 4 of each. Ready? So we start with the shoulders. 1, 2, 3, 4 to the hips. 1, 2, 3, 4 to the knees. 1, 2, 3, 4 to the ankles. 1, 2, 3, 4 behind. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 2. 1, 2 hips. 1, 2 knees. 1, 2 ankles. 2 behind. 1, 2 again. 2 shoulder, shoulder, hip, hip, knee, knee, ankle, ankle behind. 1 of each. Ready? Shoulder, hip, knee, ankle, behind, and shoulder, hip, knee, ankle, behind. Again, shoulder, hip, knee, ankle, behind. Last time, a shoulder, a hip, a knee, an ankle, behind. Walk it out. Oh, breathe. Well done. Are you awake now? Yeah. You did very, very well. Don't worry if you ever make a mistake, if you get lost. It's just part of the process, waking up, getting the mind sparkling. Let's do a little bounce and breathe. And let's take a deep breath in, float up, and relax down. And again, stretch to the sky and relax down. And again. Good. Checking posture, floating up through the top of the head, the chin slightly down and back. Releasing, relaxing. Think of being suspended by the top of your head, the rest of your body, just releasing, hanging down towards the center of the earth. And with each breath, allow everything to melt and release and hang down a little bit easier. Calming down. Listening behind. Let's lengthen all 10 fingers down. Open door 5, please. Ready? Start. Keep breathing. resting level with your waist, checking posture, relaxing to center. Well done. Turn palms, give your back a little rub. Feel that warmth from your hands flowing into the small of your back, flowing into your kidneys. Good job. Relax down and we can close. Good. All right. So open door 5, I'd like you to keep practicing it, please, and practice with mindfulness, practice with awareness. There's one move in the form that I'm still seeing needs work, but you're not going to get the benefits if you're not, or not the full benefits if it's slightly off. So, and that's the going round the bowl. This bit's fine, lifting up, turning. Here, what I'm seeing is people going up and going out and round with the big circle. They're just doing a big stretch to the side. This is incorrect. I want you to think of a big bowl. We keep talking about Tai Chi being all about bowls. You're going around bowls, you've got small bowl shapes, and you've got big bowl shapes. Well, this time you're going around the inside of a large bowl. Let me know, please. There's gardening work going on outside, and I have the window open. If the sound is invading, let me know and I'll close the window. So yeah, this bowl shape. So if you see it from the side, hopefully you can see what I mean. You're going round the small bowl and lifting and turning. You're pressing forwards and up. And I want you to think of your hands being on the inside of this large bowl. So your hands are sliding around the inside of the bowl. So they're not going out to the sides. The fingers are not going to point outwards, which looks kind of like you're bursting your balloon. Do you see what I mean? You're kind of going pop. If you imagine it was a soap bubble. You want to go around the inside edges of it. So you keep the bowl in front of you and you keep your fingers pointing forwards. So I often think of it as going around the sill of a round window. You want your palms to, there's, you can see the arch behind me there. It's as if I'm trying to slide my hands facing out around the lip, around the edge of that curve and come down. So it's a very different feeling from just sticking the arms out to the side and stretching out. It's not that. It's keeping the fingers pointing forwards and keeping the palms facing out as if you're gliding around the soap bubble with your palms all the way back down then to your waist height, to your kidney height. So let's just do that movement a couple of times and see if you can get that feeling. You should feel a real twist. Do you see that? When you're lifting up, if I go down here, your palms are facing up at the top and they're facing out. They're facing up and out. So as you slide your hands round, they're still facing out and then coming down to face down. Very different from just going this way. Let's try it a few times together, please. Just that we move. Ready? So we scoop and lift. Turn as we pass the chest. Press forwards, palms facing up and out, and we slide them around. Fingers remain pointing forwards, so you're describing the inside of your bowl. Good, let's do it again. Ready? Scoop, lift, turn, press forwards and up, and describe the inside of the bowl. Much better. Well done last time. Palms facing out, fingers pointing forwards, gliding down to then finish with your kidney massage. Do you feel the difference? It feels contained. You're containing the energy and pressing down and away. I hope you're getting the hang of Master Lok's style of teaching. He really does inspire body-mind connection. Even here, if you rest your palms level with the waist and gently pump your hands up and down, I want you to feel for the resistance, for that sensation of, it's like a magnetic or buzzing, or literally like there's a slight barrier in the air. I want you to feel for that sensation of something, a thickening in the air. That is you connecting with your girdle meridian energy. So our body is one unit. Our energy and our body work hand in hand. So you can feel, you can feel the energetic flow within your body and around your body if you listen. So if we do that exercise one more time, feel for the sensation in your hands. You will feel a barrier, just like this one. If you can feel this one, this is maybe easier to feel at first. You will feel the barrier all the way around. It is literally like you're inside a bubble. So let's try it. Ready? And feel for the resistance in your hands. When you feel it, you've gone far enough. Feel the edges. And again. One more time. Very good. Are you feeling it? Let's try now the kidney massage. Keeping it at this level. Again, feeling for the sensation underneath your hands. You can try the smaller circle, about the size of your kidneys, feeling it connect with your kidneys inside your back. And let's do the last movement. Feel the resistance. You're pressing into it, sending the hands forwards and away. And like you're sinking through layers of duvet. Down through the center line again. And feel for that resistance one more time around belly button or waist height. Breathing into it, relaxing into it. Good, and give your kidneys a rub. Very good. So Master Lok really focuses on this connection with your energy. We do it in chant style as well. If you've done your silk reeling, you'll know all about feeling the energy flowing up your back and along your arms to the fingertips and back up the arm and down to the waist and back to the center. So Tai Chi is all about the internal journey of energy, the internal flow of energy. Master Lok makes it very accessible that you can really connect and start to feel it. And when you feel it, you know exactly where you're meant to be, because if you're in exactly the right level, you feel it. If you've gone too far, you don't. And he talks about this, that he would do standing practice. Do you remember? We talked about standing practice. Half an hour before he does his movements, and he does a further half hour standing after his movements. This makes the chi, the life force that we're connecting and feeling for, so much more powerful. And he was saying that with his bagua walking, his circle walking, which is a cousin of Tai Chi, if you like, and another internal art that you're continuously walking around in circles. He would say sometimes he felt like the ball was pulling him as he was walking. He actually felt this energy drawing him around. And sometimes he said he felt like he was being pushed, that the energy was pushing him from behind. So he's really adept at listening for this energy and working with it, and it becomes very powerful. So in all our master lock forms and in all of our movements, we're feeling for and listening for this connection with energy. Getting the positions right will help a great deal, but then we don't just paint by numbers, we want to feel our way. If you're rotating a ball, you're not just sort of going through the motions. I want you to feel for the connection, feel for the energy between your hands. And when you feel for it and you relax into it, you will actually feel it. Sometimes more than others. But it really does come, and it brings this whole other echelon, a whole other level and enjoyment to your training. Good. Okay, I'm going to give you a moment to have a comfort break. If you want to have a sip of tea, blow your nose, or do a little stretch, now is your time. Or if you have any questions or comments about what we were just doing, it's always good. We can learn from each other. Oh, that's nice. Good. Okay. But let's get started. We're going to go once through the Phoenix, please, folks, just to keep it ticking over, just to keep it on the back burner. And then we're going to focus on our Immortals form for the rest of this class. All right, so let's come together, please, for Phoenix. Lengthen up. Calming down. Pressing the fingers gently down. Feel for connection with all 10 fingertips. Ready, start. rest for a moment, calm. And closing right. Very good. Okay, for those actually attending live here, I might do a wee bonus feature for you and send you an extra hours training via WhatsApp, where we do a class where we're mirroring, where we're doing both sides. So I would almost consider doing left and then right as the full form. That what we've just done is half the form. It's doing it on the side of the organs, but to get a full rounded experience of your Phoenix form. It's really nice at the end of the form when you do your last movement there to then go straight into the other side and do it all again on the other side. But we're not going to spend time on that today. I'll send you a video, and for those who are really working for the gold star, you can have a play with that through the week and see how you get on. I think it's really nice if you can do the form on both sides. Brilliant for neural plasticity, getting your brain and your body really flexible and able to shift into a different gear, into a different way of doing it. Very, very useful. I think any of those exercises for neural plasticity are very good. You can try getting a nice sheet of paper and 2 pencils and start writing the same sentence but going in opposite directions. So your left side is doing mirror to your right, or if that's too much, just do sort of circles and swirls and geometric shapes and see if you can get everything to do it exactly the same or as best you can. Very, very good for your brain. Very, very useful to get it to work in new and exciting ways, which helps keep it strong, which helps prevent the natural decline in older age. It helps keep you nice and fresh. And once you've done it with your hands, then get a nice piece of paper or go down to the beach and take your shoes and socks off and try drawing with your feet and doing the same exercise of your mirror symmetry with your feet. There's so many wee things that you can do for fun. It should be fun, that's important, but also to keep your brain and your body really well for as long as you can. I recently read a thing that it takes about 20 hours, is that right? There's 70 hours to lock something in, a new skill. But if you're having fun, it takes a lot less. It takes something like 10 hours to lock in something new. So when you're having fun and learning, you're going to breeze your way through. It's going to be effortless. And think back to your days at school, and that was so true. The stuff that you enjoyed learning, it just fell into place. But the stuff that you struggled with, that you weren't so happy about, that you didn't take to quite so naturally, you really had to slog through in order to make progress. Well, it's the same with anything. It's the same with Tai Chi. So make sure you're having fun, and it just makes the whole thing so much easier and better and happier. All right, let's have fun with the Immortals form now, please. So I'm actually going to give you a moment to see if you can go through it in your mind or go through it physically for yourself and see how much you can remember. So I'm going to pause the video for a sec. Very good. Well, as I came back in there, I could see some good work. It's easy to get lost, and don't worry if you do. If you find that, the wheels fall off the wagon, doesn't matter. But making that attempt to try it yourself is all important. It's one of these things that until we give it that initial go, we'll be frightened of it. We'll be scared to even attempt to do it on our own. But once you've made that first effort, you'll realize I can do the first step, or you can do something, and you can build on it. But all too often, students get this fear of doing something wrong, and so never even attempt to do it themselves. And of course, then if that's the case, then you'll never get over that initial hurdle. So Just give it a go. Jump in with both feet sometimes and play. Again, it's play rather than practice. So let's give it a go. We'll do up to the kicks in Immortal Fishing Toad, and we're going to go on today to do the next step as well. Okay, so this time, if you remember, you scoop under with the left hand, and that's important to remember so that you don't find yourself doing the Phoenix. So are we ready? We lengthen up and relax down, calming down. Find all 10 fingers, press them down. Ready, and turning to the back, right hand lifts and hook, left hand sinks, step to the side left. And we're going to turn the toes, pluck the left hand, right hand opens and follows, pluck the right hand, feed the weight back. Step towards the front of the rim, step the right foot through center and forwards, turn palms and circle kick, bring the foot down. Come closer. Okay, keep circling the arms, right hand under, palm faces in, kick, step down, keep circling the arms, right hand brings left foot, Palm faces out this time. Step down, right hand circles back, gathers underneath, and step forwards. Well done, and rest. Good. Come and talk to me. Let me know how you're getting on. Was it easier following? Yeah, go ahead, Eric.
Yeah, it's easier to follow, but I still find that last section, well, because we've done it the least, a bit chaotic.
Yeah. If you leave out the circular kick, if you leave out the turning kick at the beginning of the Immortal Fishing Toad, that may help. I think often when people know they have to spin, their energy rises and they get disconcerted by the turning of the room. So what you might want to do from here is step, step, turn the hands, and just turn to face the front. So bring the foot up, kick, and step down. You see, so rather than turning the right shoulder back, you're actually turning just a little bit to the left. So you're leaving out the kick. Watch again. See what I mean? Because the kick starts and finishes in the same place.
Yeah, it's not being disconcerted by the kick, it's the fact I didn't remember it was there.
Ah, yeah, that'll do it. Okay, well, it's just practice then, you know, if it's that case. And this is true of all forms, folks. The only reason people become good at Tai Chi is through repetition. If you look at someone and you see their Tai Chi is bang on, they're really sharp and precise and smooth and flowing and all that stuff, it's not because they're supernatural or because they're just talented or because of genetics. It's none of that. It's just because they practice ad nauseum. They just keep doing it again and again and doing it mindfully. It's a mindfulness practice. So every experience you get, every experience doing Tai Chi, you have an opportunity to learn. You're going, oh, that's how that felt this time. So when I say learn, I don't mean that you get these breakthroughs of, oh, sometimes you do, but often it's just, well, okay, that felt a bit off. That didn't feel quite right. Ooh, that felt better. That felt nicer. And all of these feelings, all of these feedback sensory inputs that we're getting as we practice actually lead us and guide us on to better practice. So every practice is vital for your progress. The people who are really slick and really good are only there because they have gone through thousands of layers of, you know, not doing it perfectly and going, oh, that wasn't great, and oh, and how, oh, that felt better. You have to go through all those layers in order to get higher. So every practice is vital. Even if you're practicing once a week, that practice is taking you to another level. So don't worry about, you know, getting a bit lost as to, you know, oh, I didn't realize that step was there. It's okay. You just haven't done enough repetitions yet. And once you've done it 10 times, it'll be more concrete in your head. Once you've done it 100 times, you'll be doing it in your sleep. You'll be so familiar with it. Once you've done it 1,000 times, you'll be slick and smooth and doing really well. And then we're aiming for 10,000 times. Once you've done it 10,000 times, you'll be ready to teach it. You could do it blindfolded. So I haven't done it 10,000 times yet, so I'm not quite so slick, but it just comes. That's all it is. Okay, Tony, what about you? How were you finding it?
Yeah, well, sort of missed a couple of weeks, so I've got up to a point. The way my brain works, I've got to do it in chunks, and then I use the slow one that you did.
Mm-hmm.
So I got up past the first that one there, and then to there.
Mhm.
I was just starting the next bit. So I got past the kicks, etc. And then I'm up to there, and then my next bit is to do the spinning kick.
Yeah.
I'm quite happy to, doing it as well, but the way
Yeah.
my brain works, I've got to get this bit done
Chunks.
and
Yep,
move to the next bit.
that's very good. That's a very traditional attitude. That's the way it used to be, that you would do each step 10,000 times before you do the next step. That you would get slick at one step before you'd even attempt it. So
10,000 times.
yeah, I know,
I might be a bit
but
creaky at the end of that.
but that's the idea. So that's perfectly normal, good, a good way to do things, nice and methodical, and it will give you a nice solid base. It's striking a balance for Western taste. So I've got tinnitus all of a sudden. I've got this ding. I'm going, I can't hear. So yeah, it's a very useful way, but some folks find that they get bored. They get, it's striking a balance, because in Western physical education we're used to, okay, we got that, okay, next, okay, next, okay, next. And the feedback I hear, even my neighbor, she was looking really well. I said, oh, you look fantastic, what are you doing? And she says, oh, I'm doing yoga. And I went, well, would you not do some Tai Chi? I mean, she's looking good, she's doing well with her yoga. She says, oh, the teacher in our gym, if you're a beginner, he just takes you off into a corner and gives you a wee move, and you just have to work on that move while the rest of the class are doing something else. And I was thinking, well, that is actually a good way for a beginner, but a lot of people, they just want to come in and do what everyone else is doing. And that's a good way too. There's no bad way to do Tai Chi. It's just how much deviation do you want to get rid of? If you come in and do everything, you're going to be a bit like a baby deer, kind of legs everywhere, and that's okay. You'll soon learn, and actually with people around you knowing what they're doing, it gets better quicker. They kind of inspire you to be in better positions, but there's no right or wrong way. It's just different ways.
I just
So
do the Phoenix 3 times before, because I know I've done that, and it gives me like a good feeling that I've got that one not off, but obviously I still need to do it every day. But
yeah,
then I do the Immortals, so at least I know that I've got a bedrock of something that I can do, something that I need to do.
Yeah, that's brilliant. I mean, the Phoenix gives you everything you need. It's a nice gentle workout, but it's working all of the organs, it's working all of the systems, it's working your brain, it's working your muscles. That's great. So you have your foundation, you have your core work, you've done the Phoenix, and then you can work on expanding your horizons with the Immortals, which is a little bit more martial, a wee bit more challenging. That's a great way, Tony. Yeah, keep it up, because it's great practice. Yeah, very nice. What about Juanita? How are you getting on?
Hey, okay. As I said, it's always the middle, not the start, but that next bit afterwards I get lost on. So I have to kind of stop and think about it a lot.
Okay, which bit? If I do it, will you shout out when it starts to get a bit off?
It'll be very quick.
Oh, that's fine, yeah. So
Yeah, I think it's about there.
okay, so we're talking dragon tiger confrontation. And again, it's not surprising. Any time where there's a turn, and there's quite a few turns in the form, it can be a little bit.
Yeah, remember all the wee bits individually, but just it's that getting them to put them together is where I go blank, and then it's just go. There's no point me moving on because I'm just going to end up getting lost and doing them in the wrong order.
Yeah, I know that feeling, and it's true that linking moves are really the make or break points. That you can have great the actual moves themselves are fine, but if you lose the links, It's so easy to get lost. Let's all just get up, please. I'll pop you on mute again, and we'll just have a wee look at that wee turny section. Yeah. Okay. So let's go from we've done our dragging into the ocean. So you're standing on your left foot forwards, right hand chopping forwards, left hand to waist. And we're going to roll the hands as if on a conveyor belt, and we're stepping forwards right as we press forwards the blade of the left hand. Now we're doing a little gathering motion, so we turn to the right, and now turning with the left shoulder coming back, turn the right toes in. So you're turning on your heel and you're wrapping into a hug ball. So the right hand is on top. Shifting your weight into your right, release your left foot and step it across towards the front left diagonal. And now we're putting the foot down, releasing the right toe. So you're turning on the heel, put the right foot down and lift your left toes to untwist and put it down again. So there you are in pung. Yeah, let's do that again. So it's a full turn from here. Yeah, so we roll and step forwards right, left hand chopping forwards. We gather to the right, and then bringing the right hand over the top, the left hand underneath, turning the right toes in, you're pigeon-toed for a second, take the weight right, release your left foot, step the left foot across, bring the heel in and down, release your right toes, turn on the right heel, foot down, release your left toes, turn out, and now you're parallel, feet to the corner and into pung. Good, and again, just that bit. So we've done this is called dragon into ocean, and we're starting dragon tiger confrontation. So we do our roll and our step, gathering to the right, right hand up, turning on the front heel, toes come in, shift the weight right, release your left, step to the diagonal, heel in, release your right toes, turn them in, release your left toes, turn them out, and expand, sitting between the feet in pung. Good. Then we can go lu, drawing in and press, G, half step, stepping back, roll down, and this is your tiger and. Good. Now let's do our further turn. So flying dragon, we're going to step diagonally back right, right hand leads, left hand and foot follow, turning in. This is swinging your baby, right toe turns out, pivoting on the heel, left foot comes around and stepping back right, fix the front foot and relax down. Good, let's do that again. I find if I'm not concentrating, I tend to close the circle a bit as I go up, but actually it should be quite open. It's this lovely roll. You're rolling the energy between your arms. If your arms close, it doesn't feel so good. Again, you want to feel the energy. So we're leading, we're opening with your right, and then let the energy roll between your arms. So it's a lovely wee exercise just to practice. Think of roll and keep it contained. It's not stretching out. It's not a big open movement. It's open, but open wide, not open long, if you know what I mean. Roll and round. Very good. Okay, so let's try from our am. So we've done our tiger and stepping in halfway. We step diagonally back, right hand leads, left hand and foot follow. There's your open circle. Lift your right toes, turn up and over, left foot steps, right foot steps, and relax down. Good, and then you can step your right side through. And that's the end of Flying Dragon. Okay, so now let's put that all together, shall we? So we have Dragon, Tiger, Confrontation, Flying Dragon. That's the section, Juanita. So next time, when you're still struggling, if next time you're still struggling with that, rather than going, you know, that bit or that bit near the beginning, you can go Dragon, Tiger, Confrontation, Flying Dragon, and I'll go, oh yes, I know what bit you mean. Okay, ready? So we're going to start standing on the left. Yeah, and right side pulls back, knees towards each other, step, roll, and step, turn, turn, right hand on top, toes turn in, weight right, step diagonally back, turn, turn, expand, roll, Lu, G, press, and roll up the spine and send it forwards. Flying Dragon, we step, right hand leads, left hand and foot follows, turn, up and over, keep it open, step back, fix the front foot, relax down. And now stepping right side through. Good, and rest. Are we scratching the surface? Are we getting, yeah? Should we do that a couple more times? Oh, we're kind of out of time. Let's do it once more, folks, just that wee bit. I'm very happy to polish and help you fill in the gaps and sort out little issues, rather than pushing to the end of the form and then, you know, and having big gaps. Let's get it nice and tidy, and we will get to the end, but we'll get there feeling that we can actually get there, if you know what I mean. Let's do it one more time. Ready? So, very good. And we'll step through, pierce with your fingertips. Lovely, and rest. Well done. Good, let's finish there. Don't know about where you are, but it's a dark old day here. Anyway, apropos of nothing very much, just realizing it looks quite dark on the screen. Yeah, practice. I'm going to send this video out to you, and as I say, I'll send you out another video with the Phoenix with the mirror, which is a nice addition. So if you are using Phoenix as your sort of base to practice again and again, you can broaden your base by doing it on both sides. It might be nice. Let's go down to the legs. You don't have to, but it's a possibility. And you can use this one again and again, even if you sort of do a quick warm-up, Bonita, and then go straight to this section towards the end of the class, just to go through that bit and see if you can further clarify it for yourself. Up you come. Good. Over the shoulders. And back to center. And my internet connection is saying that it's wobbly. We've just got broadband, a fiber, I think it's fiberglass broadband over in Manor Hamilton. So hopefully next time we have class there, it'll be a much better connection. Here's hoping. So let's do a little heel tap. Good, and stand. Feel into your body, please. Listen. Breathe into the sensations. Good, and let's guide the hands to cover center, hugging your elbows gently in. Breathing into center. And feel your energy is stronger. Beautiful, folks. Thank you so much for coming, for working so hard, for doing homework. I'm delighted with you. Xue Sang Hao, you're doing great. And keep at it, keep going. Remember, it is for fun as well as for health. And if you do it for fun, if you have that playful mentality, you will make much greater progress and you will feel better in yourself. Your energy will blossom. So keep at it, be happy. Thank you. Remember to like and share this post, please. And subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you next time. Thank you.